Welcome back to the Ace of Shade. Uncut conversations about life, love, and all that shit in between. This is your host, Shantis.
I'm Keisha.
And I'm Ashley. Welcome back. Welcome
Hi,
back. Welcome
guys.
back. We missed you guys. Hope you missed us. I mean,
Yes, we always miss you all.
Yeah, y'all should miss us.
Wow.
you should, right?
Yeah.
Because who doesn't need laughter, right? Who doesn't need shade? Who doesn't need,
All this
all
beauty.
Oh,
we go
wow.
again with the fiance.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on, you guys. So
Always
a lot has been happening.
It's always a Michelle in the group. Not Obama.
Are you
We're not going. We're not
Call
doing.
it?
We're not doing this. This is not what we are doing today. What we are doing today is talking about some exciting things that's been happening with the podcast, like the launch of our website.
Yes, you guys, we're official at
Hey.
www.shadepodcast.com.
Right. Okay.
Check us
so,
out.
So with the launching of our website, like people send us questions about their relationship, just about like little shit in general. So we decided, hey, why don't we make it a thing, right? So if you guys have like any kind of questions or comments or like relationship situations
Or
just
family.
anything,
Or
just
your
anything.
fuck friends. Or,
if you have
anything.
anything
Anything.
that you would like our opinion, our advice on, please send it to us. Because like I said, we have been getting that lately. And we just
We're well-rounded individuals.
we wanna
We're here to
open
help
it up. We
you.
wanna let our people
Mhm.
know that hey, we are available. If you would like our 2 cents, we are more than willing to give it to you. So, um, I wanted to talk about a particular situation that was sent to us to add in our little 2 cents. So, just gonna give you like a little general idea of what they're talking about. So, the situation is that a young lady and her mate, they've been in a relationship for about 3 years or so, and they have a child together. A little background on this relationship. So the young man was in a relationship with two women at the same time, and he, I guess, equally involved them. So
Pri-
whatever.
Prior to this relationship, or he's currently?
So let's say, how do we? Because I want them to
Like, was he
remain
really in a
anonymous.
relationship? He was just fucking these people.
No, they were really in a
Okay,
relationship.
so each female was a girlfriend.
Each female was a girlfriend. Okay, each female was a girlfriend. The current girl that he's with now that wrote into us, she was the side piece.
Can you be the side piece of
Okay,
both
wait.
girlfriends?
So he had a girl.
Two relationships,
Yes.
and then the side piece to those two relationships. So he really was three.
No.
Let me put some
Okay.
A and B's and 1 and 2s to this to make
Okay.
it clear. Okay, so we have girlfriend A
Okay.
and the young man. They were dating. Okay.
Okay.
Then girlfriend B came along.
Okay.
Because now technically B is the side chick. But the young man liked them both equally. So it went to now I have two women that I am equally enjoying and in a full on relationship with, right? So then girlfriend B never really saw herself as a side chick because she didn't know about girlfriend A. So at the end of the day, the young
We
man.
see that situation every day.
So at the end of the day, the young man chose to be with girlfriend B.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So,
I mean, we all single till we married, so here we are.
so the young man and girlfriend B, they continue. So girlfriend B finds out about girlfriend A. And it's a big situation, right?
Mhm.
And then he chooses girlfriend B. They get together. Of
Does
course.
girlfriend A ever found out about girlfriend
Yes.
B? Okay.
Yes. They all know. That's how it blew up. B was
Okay.
like, oh no, you got an A?
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit finna hit the fan.
Okay.
Right. Shit hit the fan. He chose B. Now they're on now having a relationship. They have a child together. So so now there's some infidelity, insecurities or whatever with girlfriend B.
I mean, did he really cheat on girlfriend B? She kind of came along.
Right, but in her mind, he's still a cheater because you with me and her. You see what I'm saying? That's what she.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
In her mind.
Okay.
In her mind.
I got it. I
right.
I'm on.
All right. So so moving along. So they have a child together, and she's never really forgiven him for the cheating and the events that's happened in the past. And so now they're in a situation where she made a fake profile, or she found out that he was on a dating site, or she found out that he had an account on a dating site. So she made a fake profile and I guess baited him. And so she said that
This is girlfriend B doing this.
yeah, because now girlfriend beating
Okay.
young man not together.
Now
So she
testing
found
his loyalty.
because I get, but this is
Okay.
tests like that have gone on. She
For
says for several times, but this particular one she did recently, and she says that she was messaging, like he started messaging the profile,
Pretend.
right? The
Yeah.
profile. Well, he don't know it's fake,
Nope.
So she's at her wit's end, and she would like to know what should she do. It's like, should I stay with him because we have a child? Should I like really not be that concerned about what's going on because I did bait him? Right. Is this something that all men do? Is what she wants to know. She's just like kind of at her wit's end because it's getting to the point where if he's out late, it's like, well, what are you doing? Why didn't you call? And then she's just tired of having to constantly just wonder about his whereabouts and his activities, and she just wants to know, like, is this something she should stick around for, or like, is she making this up in her head because she has those insecurities? What do you guys think?
Okay.
Someone has a lot to say already.
Yes. Have you ever heard how you get them is how you lose them? So you already know that you didn't know he was cheating, right?
Know,
okay.
Yeah.
But then you found out.
Right.
But then you still chose, to have a relationship with him. You thought he would never do this again. Because that's how men work, right? No, they don't. So that was mistake number one. But however, you chose love. That's fine. Okay, you decided to take a chance. You shouldn't have created that profile just because you just shouldn't do that.
Right.
That was wrong in itself. But since you did, and now we're here. Yeah, I think he's shown you what you needed to see. So now, if it's that easy for somebody to just hop in his DMs and for him to start a whole nother situation or start
but let me
messaging
tell
them
you,
or whatever.
She did say she didn't know, like the message wasn't, like, she didn't read it. She just know that he was messaging like at night, or I don't know how it, like, you get the notification or something, but she doesn't have, like, without a doubt proof that that's what was going on.
Wait a
minute.
Exactly.
Hold on.
Are you saying that did he ever message the pretend account?
Yes, something about a GPS.
That's what I was
something
thinking.
about a GPS, like something about, like, I don't know, like a GPS thing.
Did she ever receive a message from him
on the
pretend
account? Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking happened. So
it had to be
because she. Hold on.
So
I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was.
So anyway,
we need the deets here.
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't matter how you flip
I'll
or
just
spin
say
it.
both ways.
Because at the end of the day, he's still on a dating site while he's in a relationship. So that it really doesn't matter.
Wait, the site was a dating site or was it just like a regular social media profile?
It was a dating site.
Oh.
So at this point, it doesn't even matter.
Well, actually, yeah, it doesn't matter.
What's about to come after this?
It doesn't matter. Because why are you there? You should be hopping off of that dating.
You should have never been on.
You're not dating. Was he on for like years or something and he just never?
I caught him on a dating site. I made a profile pic with a girl. Here he goes again, messaging while I'm asleep.
Message. So she never said who he was messaging.
Right. But I guess that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know if.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have to know because the moral of the story is.
So she pretended to be asleep and saw him messaging, or she knew he messaged while he was asleep because she seen him. I guess
she seen him messaging.
Oh, okay.
So there was never a concrete like, oh, he's messaging that. Like, but still, if you create a profile, you see somebody doing this. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's easy to check. Let's just assume he messaged the account.
It doesn't even matter. The fact starts back to the fact he's on a dating site and he's in a relationship. Why, sir?
Yeah, and this should just tell you everything you need to know at this point because that's it. He's showing you what. How many times did he have to prove to you that he's going to do this? Right.
So she listened real
The
quick. She
foundation is
said
off.
she asked him about the dating site. And he said it was somebody else that sent it. So somebody else sent the message, is what he's saying. And she said he was 1 mile away. Now it says 20 because he changed it. So I guess when this is the Apple phone, can you
Is
tell?
this Tinder?
I don't know. Y'all know I have no idea.
Well, only certain dating sites give like a radius.
Yeah.
Like if I go to Florida and I want to meet some people in Florida, it's gonna tell me I'm in your area when I'm not really living there. I'm just there for the moment. So
Maybe
it
that's
sounds like this is what this is.
Okay.
Okay. You know what?
What, Keisha?
Okay. Moral of the story is he should not be on a dating site while he's in a relationship. It doesn't matter who sent the message and what time they sent it or how far the radius was. Secondly, we as women have to check ourselves because when you get to a place where you're checking phones, you're riding around in neighborhoods in cars with your baby in the bag, when you're creating fake profiles, you have reached a level of low as a woman. And you have to admit that. And the only way you can admit that is when you grow past those points. We all have done it. We've all helped a friend do it. But that is one of the lowest places a woman can. You calling other bitches about your man. We're not doing that, okay? No. You have to realize who it is that you're in a relationship with and be real with yourself that this person may be a cheater. It could be because of age. It could be because he don't like you. It could be because he's just a natural cheater. And when you get full, you will get up from the table. And that's it. So we can't tell you to leave because if we tell you to leave and you're not ready, it's not going to matter. So when you get tired of playing these games and checking phones and driving yourself fucking mental, because that's what's going to happen, you will exit the table and find somebody else.
I agree. My 2 cents. You know, the immediate thing is you always want to tell the young lady to leave, you know, to say, well, if you're not happy, then you should go. But you're right. Telling them to leave is really not the solution because, like, are you really going to leave? Are you ready to leave? Will you be right back? So I just say, listen. But okay, so but like you said, like checking phones and things, like we're older, so like we don't got time for that. Like you doing what you're doing, and if it comes to my attention and it's blatantly in my face and I am alerted to this, then it's like, oh yeah, it's a problem, bro, you gotta go. But I'm not searching for nothing, and I think that is an immaturity type of characteristics of a young woman. Like until you mature and realize who you are and what you will and will not accept, you're gonna continue to do these things. Like, ain't nobody making no fake profile. Ain't nobody riding around in cars no more. Like, we not doing it. We too old for that. Like, who has time for that? We want love, relationship, commitments. Like, we want something real and tangible. So, like, if you out here playing these games, we're gonna immediately exit you. But being young, and she's very young. She's like 23, 24. So she's still in that, you know what I'm saying? She's still
in the pick a phone up, make a fake profile stage.
Right. So I just think it's very important for her to have older, more mature women around her that can, you know, just uplift her and say, you know, because a lot of times when you have a child, you feel like you need that man, you know, and then it's nobody wants to be the baby mama. Nobody wants to have a baby daddy, but it's just like get people around you to encourage you that, girl, listen, you got this, you are enough, you can do this. And I'm pretty sure that there are a village of other women that's willing to support you if you just want to be like, fuck him, I'm about to go. So, I mean, just I hope
if you're asking, should you leave, you're not ready to go.
Yeah, because you make up your mind already.
When you're ready to go, it's like a peace. It's like nobody can tell you to stay here. Mama can't tell you to stay. Your mama can't. Your baby can't even make you stay. You just like, oh, it's a wrap. It's time to go. So if you're asking if it's time to go, you're still there.
And in the same breath, if you want to stay there, that's your business.
Yeah,
like
absolutely,
that is your business.
It's just, you have to know.
When enough is enough.
Yeah, well, the devil that you're involved with.
Right. And
there are more devils out there.
And you can't constantly so my thing is, and this is just a general statement for all women, if you're in a relationship and then your significant other cheats and you decide to take them back, you cannot throw that up in their face because taking them back means, okay, I've acknowledged, right, that what happened, and I've agreed to move past it. So you can't continue to throw that up in their face because that also makes them tired. But also the other person that cheated needs to understand that you can't go on business as usual. You need to try to work and repair that, I guess, that brokenness that you created with trust. Like, come on, you can't just carry on. Let's just pick up where we left off. It doesn't work like that. Like, you got to be considerate of these other people's feelings. But, people don't want to go to counseling. People don't want to, talk about things like that. Is the hardest thing to do in a relationship, is to have a conversation and just get everything out on the table and be completely honest, because people, it's very hard to hear things that aren't good, especially if they're talking about you on the other end of it. But sometimes it's necessary, because just to understand, we don't gotta agree, but just to understand where you are and what you're thinking about. It's like, oh, so that's why you act like that, because it is. But no, I don't. Again, that's a whole nother maturity level, and I don't know if you're ready for that. But y'all need to sit down and have a conversation.
Nothing more valuable than your peace.
Y'all need to talk about it. So
you'll learn it.
Yeah. So my thing is, hang in there, girl. Okay, do what makes you happy. Make sure you put yourself and your child first, and you'll know what to do when it's time. Like, you never have to say, "Oh, should I?" You just know. You just know, because you'll just do it. You won't have to ask. You'll get your shit together and keep it moving. So we wish you luck on that, boo. And we send you all the peace and positive energy and vibes your way, because we love black love, right? So
we do love black love. We love healthy.
Say that again. What kind of love?
Pot in the day.
Healthy.
That girl pot in the day. Healthy. Healthy. That's the key.
Healthy black love. Okay. Healthy. That's cool. That's cool.
You got anything?
Yeah. Let me just scroll and see.
While you're scrolling, I just wanted to make a comment on your bun. It looks amazing today.
Thank you. I have not washed my hair in a couple of days.
Okay.
So it's like a messy bun.
It is definitely a messy bun. And my sister-in-law, shout out to you tonight. She said I was in her bathroom and she had this hair perfume. And I was like, I ain't never heard of that shit. So she was like, when she was working out and sweating, she didn't have an opportunity to wash her hair every day.
For hair perfumes.
So where do you purchase something like that?
Walmart.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Right. I was like, girl, let me get some.
Sometimes I don't feel like washing. I don't need to be stinking and radiating in people's noses. Yeah. Okay.
Hair perfume, you guys.
Get you some. It will save your life.
So learn something new every day.
Yes, that hair perfume. Okay. Okay, so yes, I do have something someone else sent in. Okay, so just kind of reading over a little briefly, y'all. Give me a half a second. Okay. So the young lady says that she is involved with a guy. She's been involved with him for 2 years, and she's never been to his home. When they meet, they're always at her house. Or y'all know I'm going this. We don't even have to. Anyway, let me just continue for the sake of
keeping on. Talking about this situation with a coworker.
Okay, so when they meet, they're never at his house. They're always at hers. When they go out, it's always to a place. So she wanted to know if we thought there was another woman.
So it's just simple as that, huh?
Basically.
Yes. Short answer, yes. I was just talking about that. Okay, so this situation, I'll bring up an actual situation. Old coworker, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. She was with this guy for like a year and a half. And she hadn't been to his place. And she said they would make plans to go to his place, but every time something would happen, he would fall asleep or something comes up, they would just never make it there. And he always had to come over to her house, or they would go out and come back to her house, never his place. And she asked the same thing. And there were other signs as well.
What were some of the other signs?
He would disappear for hours and not pick up, and she didn't know anything, and then he would just pop back up like, oh, I left my phone, where, yeah. I said he has a whole girlfriend at home, maybe a family, we don't know. But you haven't made it to. She was like, I've been trying different stuff. I was thinking about putting the tracker to see where I'm like, girl.
And she don't know where he lived.
She don't even know where he lives. Not that she hasn't been there. She doesn't even know where it is because she hasn't been there. She's never gotten the address. When it comes time for him to send the address so she can pull up, something happens.
He's either
each and every time.
He's either in a relationship or homeless.
I don't think he's homeless.
And neither is good.
Guys will eventually reveal their home. I've dealt with situations like that. They won't say it out bad, but once they have you in, once it's been a couple
Emotional connection.
Yeah, emotional connection. They're like, oh, it's strong enough. I can go ahead and let her know, and she'll still stay.
Let
so
her
it's
know
not
what?
that
He's
they're
homeless.
That's why I say
Oh.
I think I can rule homeless out of this. He has a girl, a possible family.
Wait,
She should follow his ass in.
Before we even move on, let's talk to Shantis talking about that they will reveal that they're homeless once they're comfortable.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. It's about anybody. Anybody reveals their insecurities when there's a level of emotional connection built.
Mm-hmm.
No, when you say homeless, you mean like homeless, or they don't have a home of their own?
Like they sleep on people's couches.
Sleeping on people's couches.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
not that
ain't
they've been
under
dating,
the
and they
bridge.
just people out here on the street. Like, no, I never dated a truly homeless person.
Okay, I got you.
But okay, yeah. So they'll always reveal, they'll get you in. Some of them don't let you know they don't have a car or, certain things. They'll just kind of try. If you don't ask directly, they'll kind of move around it until they can. It's like, well, I kind of got her invested. Now I can go ahead and tell her and it'll be okay. So at that point, a year and a half later, he's not homeless.
No.
He very much has a home.
With a woman.
A woman.
That you're not welcome in, ma'am.
Exactly. And possibly a child. So, to answer the question, yes.
There's another woman. I don't really think we all need to put a spell on that, but just for the sake of saking, Keisha, what are your 2 cents?
No, I mean, he's definitely in a relationship with someone else. I guess the beauty in that is if you want him, you can still have him, because if he's been going on for a year and a half, maintaining both of these relationships.
2 years.
Oh yeah, this one 2
years. Then since you got a good range here, so if you really want him, take him. Move him in.
Move him in, because your damn show ain't going to this house.
He's gonna get put out of one house.
So just go ahead and make a little palette.
Okay. No judgment. No judgment. But how do we get to 2 years? Like, okay, are we not in a relationship? Like, we just fucking around? I'm trying to figure out how
that is a long time. A
year is a long time for me never to have made it to your house. Like, ever. Niggas always want to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay? They'll go anywhere to fuck.
Exactly.
So, at this point, if I can't get you to your house to fuck in a year, I'm wondering, how do we get to 2? Like
you ain't never say, oh wait, real quick, I gotta stop by my house and get some. Like, just never. It's that you can end up at the house and never in 2 years.
Like, most people, like, I left on that home, I stopped by real quick. It's somehow you make it to the house. And it's been 2. So I don't know if it was like we were playing for 2 years and now I'm really starting to be like, where is this going?
I think maybe that could be, we can infer that. You know, it's like,
that makes
kind of like
I just wanted to know what level we were that this test continued.
And now it's kind of like, well, what the fuck is up? Like,
just leave.
That's my
when
advice.
You're ready, of course.
Right.
Well, I don't think that the question was more so should they leave. It was just like, do you think there's another one?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, there may be
because you don't ever want to be with anybody for 2 years who's still keeping secrets and we agree that we're building towards something. That's different if we are just fucking around here. But
I don't think there was any discussion about building anything.
Any discussion about building.
Is there any discussion not to build it? I'm like, it has to be some level of discussion to know where we're
they're doing something in 2 years.
No, I just think maybe, is there such thing as serial casual dating?
Yeah, it's called situationships. Yes. Yes.
I think maybe that's what it is, and it's just kind of like, you know how you've been single for so long, you kind of just, your last relationship was kind of like, and so you kind of like easing into it, and then you're like, oh, okay, well, this seems like it might be pretty good.
If she wants to continue to get the penis, by all means, just start asking questions and get what you need for as long as you need it. But if you are trying to go build, and this is the person you want to build with, and we at 2 years and I ain't seen your house, this may not be it. This may not be it.
Yeah, so my 2 cents is, there's probably definitely another woman, possibly a family. So you have some decisions to make.
That was about to be wrong.
Yep, I'm glad you kept that to yourself.
Keisha, what were you gonna say?
Nope. Let's keep right on.
He may not play on the side of women. He may play on another side.
Go ahead. We need this.
I was watching a TikTok the other day, and I stumbled across this story. I had to keep watching the TikToks to get the whole story. But basically, this woman had found out her fiance, because they were, he had proposed. Her fiance was sleeping with men.
Like currently or just
Currently
had been going. It was going on.
Still ongoing.
Like cheating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she found out. She said it was like everybody was like, "You didn't see signs." She's like, "No, not really." It was just that they lived. Of course, they eventually moved in together. And she said it wasn't like big signs, but I thought something might have been going on or whatever. Anyway, she said this particular phone he had. They kept trying to get it to work. The phone went out completely, and they just kept it in the drawer or whatever. She said she works for a phone company, so she said, she knows how to, whatever. But this phone would never come on. They could never get it to come on. She said one day they just told her, like, take it out of the drawer, see if you can try it today. She said it came on within 5 minutes, and I have tried for hours at a time to get this phone on. She said when she went through the phone, the first thing she was going to do is go through messages, but something said
go through the pictures.
And
straight to it.
He is naked, putting things in his hole, with the man right there. It was multiple videos of this over a amount of time. And
how long had they been together?
I want to say a couple years. They didn't have any kids yet. They had a dog. I know it's a dog. She kept mentioning the dog. He crazy. He trying to do this to the dog. Anyway, so he tried when she called and confronted him with that because she sent him over the pictures. That she
damn, ain't not like that evidence.
He threatened to kill her if she did delete that and try to convince her that's not real. You didn't see that. So then she had to get a restraining. It was a whole thing. She had to get a restraining order, and now he lives with the man, but he won't say that. But the man calls and threatens her as well.
About what?
Not releasing the info that he's gay, because it's a secret.
And not anymore. TikTok out there.
But again, he still won't admit it. But do not send those pictures. Do not send.
Who is she gonna send it to? Okay.
Now
okay.
to not know.
Okay, here's
so
my
if
thing.
anybody knows her, they know he's gay.
Sure.
Well, what is he hiding from?
He's not
Some
ready.
people not ready.
He's not ready.
Some people don't want.
You don't know what type of family
like that.
People
they're
are
homeboys. They, the people they've been with forever. Yeah, very much so.
I have a problem.
Very much black.
I have a problem with women who out men like that. Like
on TikTok,
anywhere publicly.
What do you mean? Like if she got hurt and then she out here?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, let me hear this.
Because at the end, okay, it's a whole connection that I have with this, and everybody feels differently. But I'm not saying that you are not hurt. I am not saying that you don't have a right to be hurt. But it was a reason why, like, it still has to be a level of some form of respect to people's. Like, yeah, you got hurt, pack your shit, had this conversation with him, and leave gracefully. But when you start outing people who didn't want to be outed, you are called, and it's really hurting her, and I get that, but I don't see it as the same type of hurt.
I get it because he's threatened her.
Well, yeah, because at this point she
didn't do anything yet.
She didn't do
no, but you send the pictures over. That's not a conversation that I'm gonna send you a picture of you and somebody. I don't know. Okay, I'm not gonna send you a picture while you're at work about some shit. Whether it was you with another woman or you with another man, this is a conversation that when you hit the door, I'll have a seat because we finna talk about this. Because at this point, once I see you the message at work, I'm at work. I'm in a whole nother mindset. I don't know what the fuck you finna do with these pictures before I get to you. So yes, I'm going to threaten you if that's my livelihood. It's a natural reaction.
Oh, you mean the guy?
Yeah, I don't know what your intentions are because that wasn't discussed when you sent this over. You were sending me pictures of me involved in some shit I don't want you to know about.
I'm sure she sent a message.
What's going on?
Yeah,
but that's my thing. I don't know what you're gonna do before I get to you with these pictures. You can send it to my mama. You can send it to my family.
Well, you shouldn't have been doing that shit. That would have
I agree. I'm not saying that she's not wrong for being hurt because it hurts to be deceived in that manner, especially in that manner. But it's just like sometimes when we're talking about publicly on TikTok, like there's some. I can leave this
Well,
shit.
I wouldn't have done that.
Like, this is shit I can leave, and everybody like, oh, what happened to you and JoJo, girl? It didn't work out. And me and JoJo know why the fuck it didn't work out. But me publicly humiliating you because I'm hurt. I
wouldn't even want nobody to know that.
That's my point. I personally, because what's going to happen is nothing ever is the man's fault. It's always, well, bitch, you didn't see the signs for 3 years. Like, it should always get turned back on you. And then you start to question your worth as a woman. You already feel some type of way because you didn't know. And we feel like we know every fucking thing. So, and this is like that. But even with that, what I was saying was when women are engaging in sex and with men and they playing with the booty. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Whether men receive it or women receive it, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that if we in a relationship together and that's what we're doing. But what happens is when they break up or the man does something the woman don't like, she automatically, oh, well, I was looking at booty hole. And I'm like, sis,
that's different.
That's what you did in the privacy of your bedroom. Why would you out somebody for that? Like, that's not cool to me to publicly humiliate people because you chose to engage in some type of sexual behavior. Whether it was pegging or whatever you chose to do with your man, that's what y'all chose to do that night. That's for y'all.
I agree. But what I'm saying, okay, so I got mixed feelings because it's like, so you want me to save your feelings and you to give a shit about mine. So I'm supposed to keep these pictures to myself. Like I'm supposed to be like, well, let me make sure no one finds out. No, like
you've been deceiving me for years.
Right. So it's one thing to be like, look, world, he's gay, or this.
That's what happened on TikTok. That's the world.
Well, yeah, eventually.
Like it's not like I sent it to your mama and she the only one who saw it. I put this shit publicly on TikTok. So what happens is every time somebody like that shit, every time somebody heart that shit, every time somebody comment on that shit, it gets a wider and wider view. So at this point, everybody will eventually find out who this man is.
Right. So I'm saying like, okay, maybe she, but my thing is if someone were to ask me, oh, why such and such, girl, we didn't work out, he actually liked me and like, that's it, whatever. I mean,
that's something if we came to you and asked you.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
that's something different. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes as women, we let our hurt take control. Sometimes we got to learn how to gracefully just fucking leave.
Yeah.
That's just period. Like I personally couldn't do it. I know that some women are different and they working, do whatever they working through, but I couldn't publicly out you like that. Yeah, you fucked me over. You gonna get yours. That shit is for you. Okay, that's between you and
I just wish. I guess
that's my mindset too. That's how I would handle it. I never out anybody. Like all my relationships, basically, I've been wrong, and I just move on. I just leave peacefully. You'll get whatever comes to you,
and they always do.
Kind of understand.
Yeah, I do understand.
I understand her.
It's like look at this, like look at this shit, y'all. And then he got the audacity. So maybe she did it because he threatened her.
No, she did it because she was hurt. Period. Okay. That's it all boiled down to she got hurt. She was hurt. And I'm not saying she was wrong for that. That's how you felt in that moment. But it's important to learn emotional regulation here.
I just wish people would be more honest with themselves. Like, had he been like, I'm so sorry for deceiving you. Like, you know how hard it is. Like, give her like a sob story. Who wouldn't understand that? Yes, I'm hurt, but if you're man enough to now, like,
at this point,
admit it, but now he's still trying to like deny it. What are we denying?
Riding by the house, shooting it up, like it's stories over a couple of days. She had to end up moving and all this stuff. So yeah, I get it. Like yeah, at that point, like she never said, "I'm about to out you and send you." She's like, "What is this?" And he started from that point. I'm threatening you. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Then he got a restraining order. Then he's still sending people to call. I'm gonna shoot up the house. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
All that because you don't want to.
So that's when she started recording TikTok. I was like, y'all, let me tell y'all what happened.
Oh, so she started doing it as like maybe I don't think she did it because she hurt now. She doing it like I need to let the world know in case some shit go down. This was happening. I'm on her side.
Yeah, I'm on her side. From the beginning when she told the story, like, yeah, I had to get restrained, and just kept going. Like she'll tell it, and she'll be like, yeah, I'm tired. I'll tell the rest another day.
There's no way I'm gonna honestly believe that we talked about these photos, and I left peacefully, and wanted to never talk to you again, and you continuously threatened me and threatened to shoot up my house. There's no way I'm gonna believe that. Period. Because I feel like it has to be some back and forth conversation for this shit to continue on for this fucking long. And we not dating. Like, if I say, hey, you know what? It's over for us. He shouldn't be mad about that. You know why the fuck it's over. And I say, your secret is safe with me. I'm just going to exit stage left. You can do what you was doing. And I just don't believe that somebody going to come at the bitch. You fuck you. I'm going to shoot your house up because you chose to be quiet. She did a little. Like, I feel like it's some back and forth here where it's going to be, if you keep fucking with me, I'm going to out your shit. I'm going to do it. It's no way that you can say, I'm leaving peacefully. Your secret is safe with me. And a person.
I know she didn't say your secret is safe with me.
Like, it can't be.
Not the word she was thinking about.
It cannot be. And somebody is going to threaten you to expose. At that point, they can expose themselves. If that's the case.
Yeah.
So no, I'm sorry.
And you know what? This just brings like a whole nother topic. Like society is so harsh. Like, why are we out here judging people and telling people, like, you choose to do what you choose to do, whatever your faith is, you believe, like, let your maker deal with them. Like, why are we out here judging people and condemning them and worry about yourself? Like, mind your business. Like, let them do what they do. Like, why does that have to?
Because society is evil. The world is evil. The
Baby.
world teaches you to hate yourself and people. It really does. Like, if you honestly think about it, we all have some form of mental illness. We all fucked up. Either we fat, tall, skinny, dark, light, blue, whatever. We all have something that somebody is not gonna like. But it's like one group of people telling you don't like this group of people and don't like, and it's like we all got something that we either don't like about ourselves, and then somebody perpetuates that hate onto you, and it's just like over and over again. Like, it's really sad. So
I have a confession. I don't know if I said this before on other podcasts, but I used to be really, I say used to be because I'm no longer like this, so please don't come for me. But I used to be afraid to expose my children to same-sex relationships on TV and everything. So I'm like trying to censor their ass and, oh baby, look at this. This was on TV. And guess what? All the fucking long.
they already knew.
They already
They already
knew.
knew.
And so let's start with my son. He already knew, and that's just not what he was into. You know, he was just like, oh, they got two dads. Oh, it didn't phase him.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would just be like, and I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, when you grow up, you know, what you want your family to look like? Well, I'm going to have a wife. And I'm like, oh, okay.
And that's what people who are in the LGBTQ community are talking about. Like, because there's two fathers on the TV or two mothers on TV doesn't mean that your child's gonna just magically come up and be gay. And that's not
the same as hetero. Like when they grew up, they seen heterosexual, but they are like that doesn't teach them like, oh, I'm gonna be like this because
That's
I'm a
true.
like what I like.
Yeah.
But I guess no. So for me,
you don't want them to get into exploratory.
No. Again, don't come for me because this is used to be. No, because like if they see it, they may think it's okay,
but it's not wrong.
Right. It's not.
At the time,
you believe it's wrong?
The reality. Let's be honest. So at the reality, at that time, you did think that there was something wrong.
Okay, so let's say it like this. So I did not want my child to be gay. Okay, so if they saw these images, I'm not saying it's wrong. I just didn't want that for my child. So when I thought, my thinking was, if they saw these images, they thought that it was okay, that may be an option for them. You know what I'm saying? Because as a child, if you see these things, you know, you get, oh, okay, they got two moms, they got two dads. That's okay. That's nothing wrong with that. So if he started to like a man, he wouldn't think anything was wrong with it, because I never said it was wrong. I would never tell him, don't do that, that's wrong. I just try to not, you know.
You wouldn't have to tell him, you would already feel it.
What you mean?
Your bias would already let you feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said it without saying it. It's nothing bad.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I
don't want him to see homosexual relations because I don't want him to think it's okay. But there's nothing wrong with it. So if you're preventing him from seeing something because it's not okay, you already think something is wrong with it. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
No. So I don't think anything is wrong with it. I just don't. I am, but okay.
You do.
Okay, so I don't.
You're saying because you're old enough to determine for you that I can watch homosexual relations and not choose that life, that my kid may not be that smart to do the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Got that part. Got it. But they process things just like you process.
Yeah, I had to get that, like, that had to get embedded in me. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, or like, there's always other outside factors, and then they are themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, we try to craft our kids to be this certain. That shit don't fucking work. Like, he's gonna do and be whatever he wants to do and be. And period. So I had to just say.
So, question: do you think it's wrong?
That's
still, because I know you said that's what you used to do.
That's tough. Like, wrong? I don't necessarily agree with it, but if that's what you choose to do, that's your business. You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of a hard thing. It's like, so when I say that, in like, technically, does that mean I feel it is wrong?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's funny how biases work.
Oh, I mean,
exactly what you're saying.
Okay, I don't come. People shouldn't come for people who have biases because biases are stuff that was created throughout life. You know what I'm saying? And we have them, and we don't even realize we have them. Like I told Shanti the other day, I got bias against old people. I'm aware of that.
Wait,
what?
We'll
talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
We'll deep dive on that.
Yeah, that's another time.
Another time.
But even when you said, I don't want my son to be gay, it's still saying that something is wrong with being gay. Because at the end of the day, if I was really okay with it, I wouldn't care if you were gay. I just wouldn't care.
I'm gonna tell you this: when I determined I like women, I was nervous to tell my mom. I didn't care about anybody else knowing. I was nervous to tell my mom. My friends knew before my mom. I think I told like a couple family members. But I was so scared to tell her I had to write her note. I couldn't verbally say it out of my mouth. When I wrote her note, she cried. And she came to me and she said, Shantis, how dare you think I would think less of you? I love you. That nothing's wrong with this. She said, the only thing I fear for is that your life is going to be different. But she said, I don't care who you love. It's whatever. You know, you love who you love. And that was just like, it was like a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. I'm just like, she don't think it's wrong. She just was like, oh, I know, with experience with, your life will be harder. That's the only worry she had. So I knew in her head, like, oh, she doesn't think this is wrong. That feels good. So I knew by her saying that, like, oh, okay.
I just feel because okay. I would have the same exact response as your mother. If my son or daughter came to me and said that they was gay, I would not think less of them. I would love them and embrace them. No, that's not what I want for them, but I'm not about to treat you any different. I'm just saying I thought that I could exclude that and let them grow up with an image. Like you said, people live in a heterosexual household with their parents and then they grow up to be gay. That's totally different. Whatever. I thought that if they didn't see it, but we all know that doesn't matter. But I wouldn't treat them any less. I don't want that for you. And I don't know if it's necessarily because I think it's wrong or because I know society. I don't really know. Maybe it's because what I've been taught,
it's a combination.
Yeah, but I would not turn. You know how some people be like, get out. And no. I would never do that to my child or anybody for that matter because I know I have witnessed children be just torn away. They have all these young homeless kids because they're gay and their parents put them out having a major A dance team. I have met some people, some guys and some girls that they got that strange relationship. That's why I'm like, mind your business. How's it affecting you? Because that small little piece of not being accepted can turn into a whirlwind.
Stop right there. This is why I said when a person publicly out somebody, what you did to me was private, and I have a right to be upset, and we have a right to verbally communicate amongst ourselves. But for me to put your private life on display for the world to see, I couldn't do that. It was a reason that somebody chose to even lie to you or tell you. Society, you don't know until you've had to hide your sexual identity or who you are. You don't know how the world will perceive you. She had to write a letter to her mother. So there are some people who can't even write a letter. Yeah. Some people family is just like, I will fucking disown you and everything you're about. So to publicly humiliate somebody because I'm hurt is wrong to me. I just can't.
It's just kind of hard. It's kind of like playing defense. It's like,
I understand why you did it, because I'm not gonna lie to you and say I wouldn't want to do it. I'm just telling you I wouldn't do it.
I mean, you have a heart. It's like you see the bigger picture, but some people don't see the big picture. They only see their hurt.
I agree.
And I do think it's possible because it's me. It's possible to love and accept and not agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just whatever, but that's why it's like to each his own. The Lord say in the Bible, and that's why I so love these new age pastors that are like, you up here condemning the gay folks, but what about what you're doing in your life? No sin is greater than the other, so you up here saying what they doing. What about the bad and the wrong that you doing? Mind your business. I love them. People don't like to get. That's a whole nother story. We're gonna say that one. I was about to say that people don't like to get real in church. They like to keep it all nice and
well, they're not being real with themselves.
But we're gonna pause on that, baby, because that's a whole nother topic. Whew, we done kind of funneled this thing out. So listen, y'all, send us y'all questions, send us y'all situations. Let us give you our 2 cents on it. You can send it to our email, aceofshadepodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to log onto our website because we did that, aceofshadepodcast.com. Keisha, let them know how they can reach us.
You guys can find us on YouTube at Ace of Shade Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Find us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Ace of Shade Podcast.
Until next time, bye.
Bye.
Peace.